If you're in a small market like Seattle and you're not making $5,000 a month, something is wrong. And if it's in a bigger market and you're not making more money than that, then something is wrong. If you're in LA and you're not making $8,333 a month, something is wrong, and we need to talk about it and we need to fix it, and I can show you how. I am so excited about my Instagram these days. I must be doing something right. Hello, Rashida. Rashida is the glam doctor, you guys. Kim Wood, oh my gosh, Kim said, and I took over Amarillo, Texas, Jason Griffin. Last year, Rennie and I created this online 12-week self-paced course called the Win Now Mentorship Program. This is a program for makeup, hair, and fashion stylists to learn the essentials of running a business so you can get unstuck. Now, unstuck means different things to different people. But I put together this little presentation for tonight, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to talk about, because these are the things that this online program covers, and it is amazing. So I'll tell you what it covers. We're going to talk about what it means to run a business so that you understand, these are the things that we cover in this program as it relates to you running your business. And then the intangibles that you experience trying to get ahead. Okay? Is everybody cool with that? I would wave at you guys, but there are a lot of you here now, which is totally freaking cool. I would wave at you, but then I'll be sitting here the whole time doing this. So when I talk about running a business, this is what I'm talking about. The boring stuff is professionalism, right? The boring stuff is, are you sending out an invoice? Are you sending out a deal memo? Are you clear about the kind of phone etiquette that's going to continue to get you callbacks? Is your email structured properly when it goes in and goes out? And I'll tell you something. Here's a story for you. So I sent out an email blast to all the people on my email list. It's like over 7,000 people. And I get an email back from this young lady, and it's very nice. It says, hello. Thank you for contacting us. We'll respond such and such a time. It's got her name, her phone number, which is inappropriately configured, and then her web address and her email. Her email is clickable, but her website is not. It's just the www. But I can't click on it. So now what you're asking me to do is copy it and paste it somewhere. So the basic things that we cover are professionalism. There are some things that you can just totally do right away, quickly, that will make you look more professional in front of all your clients. That's the easy part, because we can all get on the computer and do that in like 5 minutes. But what about networking? We talk about it, we hear about it, we try to do it. Networking gives some people huge anxiety. They don't actually know what to say to somebody. The big thing, and it's the word, is engagement. How to engage people, get their attention, and make them stay focused on you while you're in front of them, giving them your elevator pitch. So one of the things that we do in the Win Now Mentorship Program is we have you guys create an elevator pitch. And guess what? This year, this time, I'm going to be going over all the elevator pitches, commenting on them, and giving you specific advice for your specific elevator pitch to make sure you have it right. The other thing is planning ahead. Networking works best when you plan ahead. That means if you know who's going to be at an event that you're going to, there are certain things that you can do to plan ahead with just a couple of key things. So if you get in front of that person, you can grab their attention and you can keep them engaged long enough to actually make a connection. Because trust me, walking up and saying, hi, my name is Gina, and I really like your work, is about worth 2 seconds, and the person doesn't even remember your name. Those are the kinds of things we tackle. I mean, we tackle. This is not just, oh, here it is, write it down on a piece of paper. We tackle it, we talk about it, we use examples as case studies to help you guys really nail it down. And then one of the things I added this year, because I added it in my Through the Book in 90 Days group, are challenges. Because you guys hate the word assignment, but you love a challenge, especially when there's a gift tied to it. I've incorporated that into the Win Now Mentorship Program. The other thing is constant contact. Let's talk about overthinking so that you're not just sitting around overthinking why somebody hasn't called you back. Here, how about some techniques to reach out to them? How many of you have ever not called, and then finally you got up the nerve after 3 cocktails to call somebody and they said, I am so glad you called. You know, I've been intending to call you for like the last month and a half. We do it with our friends, so don't think your clients are any different than your friends. So that's some of the stuff that we talk about in networking. How to do it, when to do it, why to do it. And speaking of why, I read this fabulous book by Simon Sinek called, it's something like Finding Your Why, but the point is, people don't buy what you do. They buy why you do it. And why you do it has everything to do with you being able to get from underneath the pressure of selling what you do, a luxury service on price. Gotta get rid of that. Gotta stop that. The next thing is getting the business. Getting the business, they don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And most people cannot articulate their why. And so they get stuck. And because they have nowhere to go except the conversation about price. And I'm telling you, if anybody can show you how to stop talking about price, that is me. So the next thing is getting the business. We're talking about getting clients, keeping clients, and closing the deal. Many of you think that all clients go to other people because they don't want to pay the money that you're asking. It's not true. Of course, there are always going to be somebody, just like there are people who go to Target to buy their suits. There are always going to be some people who are stuck on price, but the truth is, a lot of times we get lazy, we get a couple good clients, we stop marketing ourselves. Come on now. We stop marketing ourselves, and then something changes. And the client goes to somebody else, and now your whole life is thrown into a tailspin because it never occurred to you that they were going to leave, and you don't have a process for continuing to seek out business that maintains your financial stability and your financial independence. Okay, the next thing is communicating. You know, we throw that word communicating around all the time, but the truth is communicating in person, getting comfortable with doing that, communicating on email properly, communicating in person without losing your train of thought, staying in the zone when you're communicating in person, knowing how to follow up and what to say. I realize that a lot of people don't follow up because they don't know what to say. I had 2 conversations today with 2 people that I'm coaching, and both of them regarding different things said, I just don't know what to say. If I send out an email, I don't know what to say. So I haven't sent it out. So then you procrastinate, and then the time goes by. It's kind of like not sending out a gift, intending to send somebody a card or a gift and not doing it. And the longer the time goes by, the more guilty you feel. And then you just wish you were like a Southwest Airlines commercial, right? I just want to get away. And every time you see that person, you're like, oh my God, I forgot to send them that birthday card. Part of it is knowing what to say. And I believe that if you know what to say, you'll reach out more often. When you reach out more often, you retain more business and you get more business. So that is what the Win Now Mentorship Program helps you do. Don't sleep on this. The next thing is articulating your uniqueness. You know, one of the things that I have people do when I'm working with them in terms of their bio is I help them to craft their beauty philosophy or their fashion philosophy, and incorporating that into your bio is one of the things that can set you apart, because it really forces you to dig into the root of your passion. See, you can say, I'm passionate about makeup, I'm passionate about hair, I'm passionate about fashion. Well, what does that mean when everybody's saying it? I want you to dig a little deeper than that. One of the young ladies I'm doing one-on-one coaching with today, I have her doing that exercise, and I gave her a sheet and I said, dig in, dig down. What was it? What was it that sparked your love? Because that's what you're trying to communicate. And I really want to help you guys do that, because all of these things are designed to help you get away from simply competing on price and feeling handicapped by having to do that. The next thing is, let's talk about the intangibles. The intangibles are the fear of asking, not wanting to be rude, not knowing how to ask. The Bible says you have not because you ask not. One of my favorite books is by Sheryl Sandberg, the COO of Facebook, Lean In, Women at Work and the Will to Lead. And so learning to lean in and ask for what you want is so key. You've got to be able to ask for what you want. And that's an intangible that carries a fear with it. And it only gets better when you exercise the muscle of doing it. So let me give you some tools to be able to do it. The next thing is the fear of moving forward. That is the fear of making a mistake. Well, if I do this, if I go this direction, what if I don't like it? Well, frickin', let's just change direction. It doesn't take long for you to figure out whether you like something or you don't like it. You don't have to spend 5 years in it to find out that you don't like it. A lot of times just doing that for 6 months is enough. So we want to eliminate this fear of moving forward. Don't forget, fear is false evidence appearing real. The next thing is feeling paralyzed to do anything while the bills are coming in. Things are going on around you and you're just paralyzed. Sometimes that goes on forever. Sometimes it only goes on for a few weeks. But how about a few tools to be able to stop that from happening? How about Mel Robbins, the 5-second rule? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Don't think, just go. You only have 5 seconds before your prefrontal cortex takes over and tells you you're in danger. See, a lot of times, excitement and danger have the same bodily reaction. And so we've got to be able to decipher them. But if we act in less than 5 seconds, we won't even have to. The next thing is letting go of perfectionism. Honey, nothing's perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. I can remember reading this book called Rules for Revolutionaries by Guy Kawasaki. And what he talked about was when they were coming out with one of the first Apple computers. And guess what? It wasn't perfect. But you know what? They had to put it out in the market. We can fix it later, but if you are being strangled by perfectionism, we need to do something about that. And we need to do something about it right now. So we want to let go of perfectionism. The next thing is mastering the triggers in your life. The triggers are the things that take you off your game. For me, a trigger is my kitchen. That's why it's got to be clean when I go to bed at 11 o'clock at night. It has got to be clean. Otherwise, I walk in there in the morning and start cleaning up. Now I'm 5 minutes off my game. Then I'm 10 minutes off my game. Then I'm a half an hour off my game. And then what happens? The things you had planned get pushed to the back, and sometimes they don't get done at all. Oh, well, I'll just do that tomorrow. I want to talk about triggers and controls. Triggers are the things that take you off your game, and controls are the things that you put in place to put you back on. And we're going to talk about that in the Win Now Mentorship Program. In fact, that's one of the new things that I added into the program. So what's new? One of the new things are the challenges to keep you moving forward. Challenges like putting together your elevator pitch and submitting it to look at, submitting your website to get some feedback on. The other thing are some giveaways, because I know y'all love a giveaway. You all will do anything if I just give you something. If I put a little bag together for you, but in this case, it's going to be a business something, because that's what I'm about. So don't think you're going to come here and I'm going to be giving you makeup, because I'm not. But I'm going to hook you up. Through the book in 90 days, we did a challenge. It was about meeting people. I'm not going to tell you what it was. You got to get in the program to find out what it was. But one of the young ladies won an hour of one-on-one coaching with me. We went through her website, we looked at her marketing materials and all that stuff. So there. The next thing is, I said there's a new bonus module, and that is mastering the triggers in your life. Because there's no way as a freelancer that you can separate what's going on in your personal life with what's going on in your business life. If you've got triggers that are taking you off your game personally, they're probably affecting your business as well. And we want to handle that. I want to help you get a hold of that. I'm going to add 5 steps that you can take toward becoming an influencer. Stop looking askance at the influencers. That's their game. Some of you have the ability, have the audience, have the wherewithal to actually incorporate some of that into what you're doing, and I think it would be fantastic. I am actually working with a makeup artist who's also an influencer right now, and it is very exciting, the ideas that I'm coming up with and helping her with. So here's the deal. The Win Now Mentorship Program is regularly $1,097. It's $597. You can pay for it all at once. You can do 3 monthly payments of $209. But I'm telling you, if you're not making the money that you want, if you're feeling stuck, you need to get some help. And I'm here to help you. I would love to have you in this program. I would love to be your mentor. I've added some things that I think are really going to be impactful as it relates to reviewing some of the things that you're doing. So it's not just talking about it. Every week we have a live roundup on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock in the evening, or it might be 6:15 in the evening, for an hour to talk about whatever you're working on, whatever you're going through, and that is live. Plus, we got a private Facebook group, and I'm in there interacting with people and talking to people all the time. Go to Win Now Mentorship. There's an Instagram page just for the Win Now Mentorship Program. We're talking about looking at your business as it is right now and looking at it in 12 weeks and being able to go, wow, my mindset has changed. My business has changed. My attitude has changed. And because of that, I am attracting new clients. I am keeping new clients. And I understand how to keep my business going. How to keep it going means how to continually bring people in. You know, let me just tell you something. My Instagram was stagnant for over a year. But what I understand is that I had to find my own voice. And part of finding my voice is understanding what you guys need from me, what you guys want from me. One of the things that we really try to do in this program is get you to stop looking at what everybody else is doing on Instagram. Yes, you want to go on Instagram. Yes, you want to post on Instagram. But if you're going on there every day and when you get off, you feel depressed because you're not doing what all those other people are doing, then it's time to employ a new strategy. I want to help you find your voice so that you feel good about what you're posting and you can see that other people are responding to what you're doing. I am so excited that people are responding to what I'm doing now, that you guys like the stuff that I'm posting. Those posts that I do with the words, that's coming right out of my head. In the moment, I cannot even ride around in my car without a notepad because I pull over and go, oh my God, what was that? I call it a download. And I just write it down and then I put it up and you guys are like, yes! You can register for the program. You can sign up for the Win Now Mentorship Program by going to my link and clicking on Win Now. Just click on it and go there and sign up, and let's do this together. Feedback is so important because without feedback, you're working in a vacuum. The vacuum of your own mind that says everything is fine, everything is good, even when it's not working. Because if it's not bringing you business, I'm here to tell you it's not working. Our first live roundup is on August 22nd. So you've got plenty of time to get in and start with the first bonus lesson and then the first module, which is Don't Call It a Comeback. And you guys are going to be so surprised at how these modules solve the business challenges that you're having, the intangible challenges that you're having with fear and being paralyzed to move forward. Perfectionism. Those are the things that hold a lot of people back. And this is what I'm going to say. I've been saying this for years. You don't know what you don't know. And whatever you don't know is costing you time, money, or both. There is a time to invest in your kit, and there is a time to invest in your business. But if your kit is not generating the kind of money that you need by getting jobs, it's time to invest in your business.